Hey, replay viewers, check me out on YouTube, Penguin6 as well. Phone is getting wet. Hey guys, welcome to Hong Kong, where it's raining. This is Typhoon NIDA, which came ashore last night. Hey, how's it going? It actually hit north of us in Shenzhen, so we're getting the south and the west rain from NIDA. We're not really getting the brunt of the storm, which is the north and the east corridor. It cooled down quite a bit. Blast, it's wet. Hang on. Gotta put my thing on. I'm under a walkway, actually, and I'm still getting clobbered. We're in central Hong Kong, so you can see right down there is the Bank of China, Bank of America is in the white, HSBC, Standard & Chartered. We're right down in the banking district in central. The Ferris wheel's down here. The Victoria Harbour is right up here in the Star Ferry. We're going to go take a look over at the water. I am walking to the Star Ferry. That's the People's Liberation Army garrison. That's the Chinese military. And we can't see much farther than about a kilometer away. Wan Chai is down there. You can't see it. Oh, Apple Store. It's really freaking windy down here. We didn't get a direct hit. It hit Shenzhen, but it's still pretty bad. It took me a while to get down here. Oh yeah, everybody lives. I live in a cement and steel tower. It's not that. I'm not worried. It's only when idiots go outside. Oh, like me. We don't have. Crap! It's got wet. Hang on a second. I gotta dry the phone off. That's my armpit. Okay, sorry about that. This guy had to work. So as I get closer to the waterfront, crapola, it's a lot windier down here. I'm gonna have to turn around. There we go. I can walk backwards and protect the phone. I'm Penguin6, by the way. I hike you around Hong Kong every day, rain or shine, as it seems to be the case. Maybe I can go over on this side. Now, you know, it doesn't really make a difference which side of this thing I go on. This is the IFC2 tower. My phone's getting soaked. So, guys, sorry, another armpit view is going to be coming here in a second. Armpit. Okay, sorry. Had to dry it off on my arm. I'm about 100 meters away from the Star Ferry pier. Still trying to get down there without getting clobbered. It's still a Typhoon 8. There was rumors, armpit. There was rumors we would go to a Typhoon 9 sometime today, but it skirted to the north. It's still pretty bad down here on the waterfront, though. I think I read something you're not supposed to go near the piers or the waterfront in a typhoon, but whatever. Kids, if you're watching at home, don't do this. Yeah, the city is closed. There's no work today. There's no schools. There's no ferries. There is a storm surge and it's high tide. So let's go down. You can see if we can get more. You can't even see the buildings now. I'm gonna go up to the peak after this. Maybe. I don't know, the view kind of stinks. I couldn't even get out of my, so there's two roads out of my house and both roads were blocked. So I had to kind of like cut through some driveways to get out this morning. I drove down here instead of walking. It was pretty nuts to walk. I'd have to drive to the peak. The escalators are working. So there's a lot of, okay, wow, it's dry here, okay. Bit of runoff coming. This is the Star Ferry pier. The Star Ferry is closed, as are all the ferries right now. So you're looking at Victoria Harbour now, over to Kowloon. You can see the sheets of rain, kinda maybe. It's the, there's like no traffic in the harbor. There's not a lot of big waves though. The big waves are out on the other side of the island, where and up in the northern parts. I'm in central Hong Kong. I'm at the Star Ferry Pier, right in the heart of the city. So hang on, guys. You're gonna get another armpit view because I gotta dry off the phone. Ugh. Okay. My armpit is clean. So it is coming down pretty heavily, at least here. I wish I'd cover insurance. I am one of the few people out here, to be honest. There are not a lot of people. Oh no, the 7-Eleven signs got blown over. So let's make our way back into the city a bit. The airport is closed. There are no flights. It's safer than USA. Hong Kong in general, yes, it's much safer. Oh, we have typhoons. Ah, okay, so this is the part where I get just socked with wind. Okay, so we're gonna go back up and try to see the buildings again. Dang, it got really windy back here. Hello, Mokhtar. The Star Ferries go into a typhoon area over by Park Island. It's sort of sheltered. That's where they dock normally, actually. Bonjour, France. Mokhtar Kane is here. He's a periscoper from France, and he plays with a drone every now and then. I am the only one out. The wind speed, it's not that high where I am. It's like 50 kilometers an hour. But out on some of the islands and up on the mountains, it's up in the 100-kilometer range. There we go. There's central Hong Kong. It's not really... Well, see, here, there's a giant mountain range up there, the peak, where I hike you guys every day. And it acts as sort of a natural buffer for central Hong Kong against these typhoons. So, yeah, it doesn't really seem like a typhoon here. I mean, it's definitely wet and whatnot. But up in the other parts of Hong Kong that aren't protected by mountains, it's quite a bit worse. When I woke up, I thought it was a joke. Coming down here, I'm pretty... I know why. We're not going to be going to work anytime soon. That'll make my wife very happy. I live here. I've lived here 6 years with my wife and kids. The kids are at home playing Pokemon. I convinced the kids that Pokemon has a step counter so that the eggs will hatch if they walk steps. So they're walking around the house in circles trying to hatch their little Pokemon eggs, not realizing that it's actually a GPS-based system. So they're getting their exercise. Oh, there's a tree. That's a new tree too. Poor little tree. All right, armpit. Ugh. I had to dry the phone again. Sorry about that. So where should I go next? I could try to go to the peak, but to be honest, I don't think I'm going to be able to get up there, given the whatchamacallit, the trees that are down everywhere. I don't really. There's a lot of trees down. No, most of the stores are closed. Most of the city is closed. I don't know if it's going to open by lunchtime or not. You can see sheets of rain over there. I don't know if you guys can see it on Periscope, but it's just sheets of rain blowing down over there. And then there's nothing open there, not even McDonald's. Actually, maybe I should check that. McDonald's might be open. The Apple Store is not open. This poor guy. I guess you gotta start sometime to clean up. There we go. So it's raining pretty heavily. I think we're under a red rainstorm warning, which of its own is enough to close this. I write apps for a living every now and then, do some legal consulting. Yeah, there is nobody on the streets. This is definitely zombie apocalypse kind of video time. Anyway, I think we're going to go for a drive now. So I'm going to try to drive up to the peak, yeah? And I'll come back online if I get up there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it. Given how many trees I've seen fall down up in that area, I'm not sure if I can do it. Yeah, I don't really know why they're cleaning up now, but you know, he gets paid by the hour, so maybe that's the point. Is it safe to drive now? Not up in the mountains where I live, because the trees are all over the place. All right, guys, I'm going to sign off for now. It'll be one last view of central Hong Kong. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys are following me. Subscribe, tap my profile and follow. We'll be back in a few minutes, probably about 10 minutes up on the peak if I can do it. See you then.